All right, hey Greg, let's take a little walk around here. It's Walton. It's the end of the Parts Canada Amateur Day. Tomorrow is, well, round 4, but kind of round 1, if you will, of the eastern swing of the series. Man, today they left the track. They kind of they let it get kind of dusty and smooth. What did you think of the setup today?
As the saying goes, East Coast is toast, and the track was pretty toast today. It was pretty hard packed, real dusty. I'm not sure what the idea was behind that. I didn't hear a lot of good feedback, but that's to be said. There's always going to be people that are happy and not happy. But I mean, the track was dusty. There's, as you can see in the background, all the tents are covered in dust. It was not primo by any means, but like they say, they're going to till it for tomorrow, so hopefully it's good. We have 3 15-minute motos tomorrow, so it's going to be a quick turnaround. So we'll see how it's like in practice, how the track develops. But I mean, today was not good by any means. Right. Now, in talking with people here and stuff like that, they said it was done that way on purpose. I mean, they didn't want to get it too rutted up because obviously with little 50s guys, 50 riders on the big track and all that kind of stuff. So they kind of tried to do that to keep it, tried to keep everybody happy. Like you say, there were some mixed reactions to how the track was today. But anyway, like you say, they're going to till it really deep. They're going to water it down. It's going to get rutted up. Classic Walton for tomorrow. There are a few little stories that are pretty cool that we're heading into for tomorrow, starting with the 250 class. Well, let's start with the 250 class. We've got the guy from New Zealand. We got him to add to the mix. Yeah, that guy from New Zealand on the PRMX team, Josiah, how do we say his last name? Natsky. Josiah Natsky, right? We did an interview with him this week. He had a couple 11ths in motos down south, so I mean, I don't think we can count him out. Anyone who can get 11th down south in a moto is someone to keep your eye on. So watch out for him. We got a great factor. A 2-point battle, right, between Piccolo and Mitchell Harrison. Yep. So I mean, that we got to keep an eye on. All right, so and then we got as we're coming up here to the GDR pit, Ryder McNabb was a little under the weather as we get into that last round. So I think we're going to see a different Ryder McNabb. So I think it's going to be a little closer with him. I know obviously he wants to be up there in the battle. So yeah, so that's going to be pretty good. Yeah, I think it's going to be some great racing. We'll have to wait and see how the track develops tomorrow. I think that's going to be a big factor in how the lines develop. It looks narrow in some sections too, so we'll see if there's going to be passing opportunities and kind of how everything works out. I know after Pilot Mound, a lot of guys are pretty smoked, so it's going to be a crapshoot to see how everything works out. For sure, and look at that guy over there. Sam Gaynor, he won't be racing in the 450 class, but he will be in the premix. He's got a specially adapted clutch grip, so to kind of accommodate that problem he's got with his finger and wrist. But so that'll be kind of fun to watch. Now moving over to the 450 class. Why don't we getting kind of loud down there because they are doing the awards right now for the amateurs today. So we'll head back this way. But in the 450 class, man, the big news is going to be the number 16's back. Yeah, I mean, he's absolute wild card. I mean, I personally think if anyone can give Dylan a run for his money, it'll be Cole here at Walton. I mean, Cole has won countless championships here in amateurs, and has won motos here as a pro in 250 and 450. So I mean, that guy, I know he's been riding a lot. His home track doesn't have the elevation that we have here, but it's it's very similar, hard packed and whatnot. So I think, like I said, I think Cole is going to be an absolute wild card. Right, and I forgot to mention in the 250 class, I believe, is Trey Fierro came up from, he's another Mexican rider up here. He's come up. We're going to see how he does up in here as well. We've had an influx of Mexican riders this year, so it's cool with Felix Lopez and Trey. So, I mean, these guys aren't slow as we've seen, so we'll have to wait and see how they do. He's going to ride the 250, number 158 on a Kawasaki, so kind of cool that way. Yeah, so he's going back to the 450 class. Cole's going to be an absolute dark horse for sure. I mean, we know he's fast. He's on a Yamaha. He's been riding it all winter and all this year. So and just sort of playing the role of spoiler, right? Because he's got his plans are open. He says he's going to ride a 125 next week at Gopher Dunes in the 250 class. Yeah. So I mean, he's not here to do the series. He's here to have some fun and like I say, play some spoiler because right now Dylan Wright has run the table. Like he has not lost a moto yet. So we've got like you said, 315s. Man, it could happen tomorrow, so we'll see. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, I feel like he's just going to come in, mess things up, and walk away. And as we've seen in the past, if anyone can get in Dylan's head, it's Cole. Yeah, so, they're going to find each other out there. Yeah, I'll be watching that from the first lap of practice. That's for sure. Yeah, so the rest of the 450 class, I mean, nobody really knew. We had Logan Leitzel came up, or he's here for just this round, and he's going to do. According to him, he's going to do this round,
Sandley, Deschambault, and maybe the last Walton as well. He's going to stick out. He's not going to do Gopher or the real East Coast rounds of Moncton. So, yeah.
All right, and then moving over to the women's class, we got Jamie Astudillo came in up to, she's number 49. She has a long history of racing Ev Brodeur. They have swapped places, so we've got someone up here who is definitely as fast. They haven't raced each other since 2018, and man, Jamie has done nothing but race, as has Ev. But Jamie went over, finished 8th in the world, the GPs, the WMX over there. She just went to and won a race that she got flown over to Singapore to do a race. She's here, they're hanging out. I mean, we're just kind of joking around in the pits, but you know it's going to be a good battle out there.
Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be some really great stuff. I know I saw Ev today in the women's moto go down, I think, or just got a poor start and came back and still won.
No, second. She didn't catch. No, Sarah Kim kept it. Malia Garant was out front, and then Malia crashed with 1 lap to go.
That's what it was.
And then, as Ev was working her way through the pack.
Oh, my bad on that one. So that's going to be some great racing in the women's class, and I'm excited for this East Coast swing. It's going to be familiar tracks for all these people, and you know, we're back to going East Coast as toast, as they say.
All right, so if you're not here in person, you want to go to Ride TV and watch that all live. So there we go. Well, yeah, good luck at the races, everybody.
We'll see you then.